Hello, and welcome to episode 151 of Prog Review. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about Peter Gabriel 1. And it's part of my series looking at the various solo recordings from the band Genesis and the members and that. I should have put my better teeth in. Before I start, I'm going to hand over to Darren, who's going to show you some product. Take it away, Darren.
Why, thank you, Darren. And here we have Peter Gabriel 1 remastered, little mini doodad vinyl type thing from 2002. And there you go. That's all what's on it. I don't even know if you can get these anymore. But there you go. Let's have a look inside. And we'll have a look at the CD first. Here we go. And it comes in this lovely little slipcase, which is illustrated with the various master tapes that made up the album. Isn't that clever? And there's the disc itself. So let's slide this back in. I don't know if you've noticed the little die cut they've done there. Look at this. Look, see? Number 1. That's how you know it's the first album. Bloody clever bit of design, that. So let's have a look at the booklet, and as you can see, there's some nice pictures, and you've got the lyrics for each of the songs, so you can sing along if you want. And I do enjoy some of the pictures that we've got of young Mr. Gabriel. And I don't know if you've noticed this here. Look, see, it's actually a picture of Tony Levin when he's still got his hair. You see, he wasn't born bald like a giant fetus. He had hair. There's a great picture in Peter Gabriel 2 where he's got a big beard as well, which is good for a laugh. And you can see what they've done. They've done some nice design. They've gone through the archive to give you some extra value, and those are some stills from the Modern Love video as well. So let's put this all back in there, and excuse the screaming child. Back to Darren, the idiot.
Well, I think you'll agree that was most informative. Now, Peter Gabriel 1, released 25th of February 1977, depending on your location and region now. Let's not argue about it. Gabriel was most adamant that he wasn't going to do any music. You know, that was it. He was out of Genesis. He was gone. He was going to spend time at home growing vegetables and, basically not being the rock star anymore. One of the reasons he wanted to walk out of the machinery. See what I did there? But anyway, he came back, and this was his initial statement. What can we say about it? It's Peter Gabriel 1, or Car. I think some of you call it Car, because it features a fairly iconic sleeve from Hypnosis. You know, those lovely people that normally do the Pink Floyd sleeves there. They did some stuff for the Zeppelin too, didn't they? It was designed by Peter Christopherson, whose nickname was Sleazy. He's one of the dwarves. Snotty, droopy, dippy. Am I making that up? And then there was Sleazy. But yeah, so this is the very first record, and yeah, it's a strange one. It opens up with Moribund the Burgermeister, which is probably the most prog thing you get on it. But it's also a message to you. Moribund means like the end of an era, close to death. It's Gabriel putting the whole prog thing behind him. Moribund, it's done. We're done with it. It's an entertaining track. I find it entertaining. It amuses me. It is funny. There is a lot of humour on this record, and it amuses me. It's no great things. Try and catch him doing this live. I'm sure if you search on the YouTube, there's him doing this at Rock Palace in 1978, I think, and he does a live version of it, which is just as entertaining. This is backed up by Salisbury Hill, otherwise known as The Hit. And it's all right. Again, it's a very personal statement. He's explaining why he's done what he's done in a roundabout way, and also relating it to a landmark that he used to climb up on. I've still got it, and we've all heard it. If you haven't heard it, then where have you been? Where have you been? Living in a cave? It's nice. Don't like this version. I prefer. What do I prefer? Do I prefer when he does it live, or do I like this version? I don't know. I guess his version. Right. See, I have a problem with the production of this album. You see, and I have moments where I like some of it, and moments. And today I'm out on Tollsbury. I'll probably like it tomorrow. But this is followed by Modern Love. Again, it's all right. It's trying to be a pop song. It lacks a certain oomph. There's a very entertaining video of him going up and down the escalators with knee pads and skates on, and that's about the best thing about it. I can live without it. But this is closely followed by Excuse Me, which is a co-write with him and Martin Hall. They also worked on a great single by the legendary Charlie Drake. Oh yes, and you never know. You might hear it one day. You see what I did there? You never know. It's a great song. Luminaries from all over Prog play on that, including Robert Fripp, Phil Collins, Gabriel himself. Oh, amazing single. Did nothing, but I love me a bit of Charlie Drake. Yeah. But yeah, Excuse Me features the vocal talents of Tony Levin and his first outing with his barbershop quartet. He came to do this with King Crimson later on, with the King Crimson barbershop quartet. But here we hear him first. Excuse Me, it's good fun. It's suitably different. You know, it's entertaining. And then side one, because I did have this on album and I played it to death. I actually played this one till the grooves crackled. And yeah, Humdrum starts off slow. You know, I saw a man at JFK, all that, you know, Humdrum. Bit boring, but I like the bit at the end, that big epic crescendo. That's where it gets me. You know, out of woman comes a man, spends the rest of his life trying to get back where he can. That bit, I probably misquoted the lyrics, but hey, I'm doing this off the top of my head, you know. It's all live. This is all live, improvised. You know, where's the script? Where's the safety net? There isn't one. But yeah, I'm not too keen on the first bit, but again, I think it's to do with the production, but I really like the ending. Slow Burn on the B side is, I used to love this when I was younger, very punchy. Da 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 da. Yeah, it's all good stuff. And then comes the decline. Waiting for the big one. It's kind of a cod blues jazz, almost like it's done in a bar. It's supposed to have this live feel to it, and I never liked it then back in the day, and I don't like it now. And this is one of the failings of the record. Again, the same goes for Down the Dolce Vita. I like the core of it, but there's just too much frippery. It's just too fanciful. And the same can be said of Here Comes the Flood, which is the single worst version of this song ever. You know, it invites you to hold your Zippo lighters aloft. Indeed it does. And the scaled down version, which he does on Robert Fripp's Exposure album, look at Prog Review 100, so I can always remember that. That's the version you need to sort out. That is the right one. This one is bad, and it brings me to the whole production of Bob Ezrin. Now, Bob Ezrin, you know, well known, well respected. You know, worked with Floyd on The Wall, and it was, you know, the whole sound of The Wall, especially the trial scene at the end. He's kind of adopted that with this record, and where some of the lyrics and some of the pieces are intimate and personal, it's got this big, glossy, shiny American kind of feel all over it. And, it's awful. Really bad. And so, I think it's one of the only records that I can hold up and say the production really gets in the way. And conversely, Peter Gabriel 2, I mean, a lot of people don't like Peter Gabriel 2 because of Robert Fripp's involvement. Now, I like Robert Fripp's production on that, but I can see why a lot of people don't. And so you have, you know, different sides of the same coin. You go from one extreme to the other in two records. And it took Gabriel a lot of time to get his sound how he wanted it. But yeah, so for me, the production just gets in the way of a lot of the songs, and you know, it kind of distances you from Gabriel's voice and his performance, and some of the instrumentation is questionable. There you go. So, when it comes to a rating, this is a tough one, because some of it I really like and I've got really good fond memories of it, and some of it like I said, the last 3 tracks I just, so I'm gonna have to kind of fall in the middle. But then it has kind of got this iconic value because it's his first solo LP. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm going to give this 3.5 big ones out of 5. Yes, that's 3.5 big ones out of 5. I've said it. I'm done. I'm committed to it now. I got off the fence. I was getting splinters in my arse. I got off the fence and I gave it 3.5 big ones out of 5. The next one up will be... Is it Small Creeps Day? I don't know. I have to figure out which ones came out first. Probably be Small Creeps Day, I should imagine. This one. So if it isn't, it'll be Tony Banks's one. Or would it be Phil Collins? Who knows? You'll have to tune in to find out. How'd you keep an idiot in suspense? I'll tell you tomorrow. My name's been Darren Locke. I've been blabbering on about Peter Gabriel 1, or Car. Is that right? Car? What's the other pseudonym? Rain. Apparently, Rain, according to the Wikipedia page. I thought it was always Car. Anyway, I've been talking about that. And thanks for tuning in and being very patient. We'll do this all again. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends. Don't forget, more importantly, to click on the adverts. And that's it. Only one more thing to say. Are you ready? Should we do it together? Steel yourself. Ready? Prog on. Oh, yeah.